Ball now in the middle of the ground. We are about to start the second quarter here. Bellpost Hill in the box seat at the moment. Currently leading by 9 points. Away from home against North Geelong. Are in good form. So the umpire now throws the ball in the air. Bowyer gets nice and high. Gets the hit out now down to an opposing teammate in Tobin. Pack forms in the middle of the ground. Free of looks like Fitzsimmons. So the kick now comes to half forward looking for Elsie. But well worked underneath it there by overall for Bellpost Hill across half back. So he gives the handball off now to a teammate. The kick finds Fletcher. Still in the defensive half of the ground though, the Panthers. They'll look to switch now. Kick comes across the ground. Mark's been taken by overall. He goes back to Fletcher now. So they're really not travelling anywhere. The umpire calls play on. Short kick looking for Martin. And finds him too. So Martin now across half back. Kicks along the line, looking for Gergich. Takes a strong mark, probably his first real grab for the game too. So Gergich now. They're just picking him apart at the moment, to be honest. Symes now takes the mark. He gives the handball off to Lewis, who runs forward. Looking for Jovanovic, uses the body and takes a strong mark. That's just, it's not good enough from North Geelong.
But what can you do? If you don't have Matheson and you don't have Kane, Schwennison, it makes it extremely different.
The problem wasn't the back line though, it was up the ground. They were just letting them, not manning up and letting kicks, it's all up Bellpost Hill. As we said, they've got such good skills. They're just going to pick you apart all day, and they just sort of almost waited for the time to strike, and they did, and now they've got a really good scoring opportunity, and you think Jovanovic would kick the goal here, and he does just that. So Jovanovic kicks his second goal of the day. Takes
ball in the middle, thrown up by the umpire. Symes goes against Bowyer. One down, picked up by Fitzsimmons. He kicks it to the half forward line. Moreland now gathers for Bellpost Hill.
Don't get too excited.
Gets a short kick. Taken there by Alice. He kicks inside 50. Jovanovic just or in front of Pyler, sorry, just in front of him. He gathers on the right boot now. Took a bounce. Kicks it towards Jovanovic in the goal square.
I think it's a goal.
It's a goal, guys. Jamie Pyle.
Goal! Bowyer gets the tap down again to Fitzsimmons. Gathers, kicks long inside 50. Bit up for Briggy. Couldn't take the mark. Down at ground level, McNamara. Just gets a little tap out looking for Jenkins. Jenkins couldn't get it. Picked up now by Harvey. Gets a handball out. Looked up a bit there from his North Geelong teammate. Oh, player nailed there on the side. I think it was Armistead. Fitzsimmons couldn't pick it up. Jeez, Harvey gets it. Kicks it back to Watts. Watts swings it to the middle towards Bryant. Bryant couldn't take it. Could have been a mark, and Symes gets the kick away.
So Symes now kicks towards centre half forward. Holds fine at the front of the pack. Emerges with the football after working with Brent Gergich. Playing on now. Going forward. Pyle can't quite take the mark.
In the back.
It's bounced off his boot.
They got 2 goals to 0.
So the umpire now throws it back in. Gergich, third man up from behind, gets the hit out, but only as far as Heiss. North Geelong trying to work their way forward now. They do just that. Chain of handballs works. Back now in the hands of Heiss if he can pick it up. He can't do that. Basely off the ground, kicks it towards the wing. Foot race on. Wade Bowyer should get there first and does. Met forcefully by Basely, who drags into the ground and gets a free kick. Great tackle there from Caleb Basely. Probably a bit harsh on Bowyer, but
thought he got the handball.
Rewarded the strong tackle. So Basely brings it back into the middle of the ground to his coach in Gergich. A few more handballs now. Results in the football landing in the hands of Sean Lewis, who just kicks an absolute helicopter. Looking for Alice, who can't quite take the mark. Basely now on the left. Kicks to space, looking for Fletcher. Called to play on by the umpire. Rushes the kick. Luckily, the mark's taken by Holzfond, who kicks into open space once again. They're just not manning up at the moment, North Geelong. Alice now with the football. Plays on and kicks to another man deep inside 50 all by himself there.
It's like Shane.
It is Tobin.
I think it's... Who's the bloke on him? Mark Anderson, is it? He just stood 3 metres behind him. You've got to be up with him.
So the ball... Kicks
on from.
So Symes gets the ball. He kicks it to the half forward line. Ball in contention. Picked up by Kavka. He looks for a man in Holzfine. Can't get the ball at the moment. Still over, it's Holzfine. Gets the weirdest handball I've ever seen, but it comes off. Pyle on the left boot, cross the face, and marked by Jovanovic. He turns around, squares it up to Gergich, who is unmarked. He's about 25 metres out on a 45-degree angle.
So a few scores from the other games, guys. Thompson, 5 goals 5, leading Geelong West 3 goals 2. Winchelsea, 2 goals 2, trailing Inverleigh, 2 goals 3. Bannockburn, 4 behinds, trail East Geelong, 4 goals 3. Werribee Central's 1 goal 4, lead the Belmont Lions 3 behinds. And
Gergich.
so ball brought back into play, long kick towards Bowyer. Hayes can't quite take the mark. Kavka emerges now with the football. Great little kick there too to Pyle, and he takes the mark just inside 50. Absolutely almost every player in the ground inside the bell post still attacking 50, so Pyle hooks the kick, looking for Kavka and finding him deep inside the forward 50. Really just adjusted his kick there at the last minute. Pyle was going to go long, but out of the corner of his eye saw Kavka running into space and was able to hit him up. It's amazing with that many players inside one area of the ground that he still manages to find the football in about 5 metres of space. So Kavka now coming in looking for goal number 4. And he's just missed. So
that kicked in now by Taylor Reynolds. Spots his man up, Fitzsimmons. Gets on the right boot. Looking for De Blasio. He takes the mark. And looking for some leads. Grant Armstead's opposite.
Didn't get the arms out.
Should have got the arms out. Picked up, kicked inside 50. Holds fine at ground level. Man in front. Just finds a teammate in Pyle. On the left boot, unmarked. Kicked another behind.
No, it's a goal.
Goal.
Moreland gets the hit out again. No one can quite take possession. Bowie now just kicks it forward hurriedly. Numbers favour Bellpost Hill. Parker and Jenkins in a foot race. Jenkins wins out. Dinky little kick around the corner on his left. Ball ends up in his hands once again. Jenkins wrapped up by Parker. Pack forms deep inside 50. You want to be careful here. The football does emerge though through Armistead. Kicks it forward on his left. Briggy trying to get to it. Can't quite pick it up. Picked up there by Parker, who kicks through the pack of players and kicks a goal. So Luke Parker.
So the ball in the middle. Thrown up by the umpire. Bowyer loses the tap to Symes. Kicked out by the Bellpost Hill player to the half-forward line. Dubbed by Baseley with an interesting little kick. Spots another man in Pyle. It's playing really, really well at the moment, it's Bellpost Hill. So Pyle swings around on the left and finishes up nicely. It's another one.
Breeze, but with the breeze, it hasn't been there.
So the ball back in the middle now. Symes gets the hit out forward. Lewis picks the footy up. Gets the handball off now to Holzfine, who turns it over by hand as well. No one can quite take it up. Pretty scrappy stuff. Moreland brought down without the footy by Brady Watts. And the free kick will go to Bellpost Hill. Pretty reckless there from Brady Watts. So Moreland now kicks across, looking for McPherson, who takes the mark at half forward. They haven't really gained too much by that kick. So McPherson now. Space again. Jaden Symes going back with the flight. Takes a pretty easy mark. So plenty of frustration in the North Geelong coaching box at the moment because there's players not manning up and plenty of them as well. So it's happened every time. Every time the ball goes forward.
I watched Symes then. All he did was he was waiting across the half-forward line, and obviously Bowyer had gone inside 50. He just scooted around the back, just worked his way in, and he ended up getting the footy.
So Symes now comes in and kicks the goal. So that's his first action, but it's Cardinals sitting footy, ruckman not manning up when the opposing side going forward. So ball back in the middle now. Bowyer gets the hit out. Only as far as Moreland, who kicks it off the ground. Looking for Fursland. He can't quite gather. Gets a second chance, but no one really wants to take control of the footy. De Blasio's handball's ordinary. Fursland possibly pushed from behind, not given the free kick. Fletcher now thrown off the football. Moreland tries to fend off a few. Can't quite get it out. Ball in the hands of Jared Bryant now, who kicks it forward in hope more than anything. Elsie gets the spoil from behind. Should be in front though as a forward. Can't quite get there. Lewis knocked without the football. Possibly high, not given the free kick. Jenkins wrapped up, but a free kick has been spotted for a push, and it is going the way of Todd Elsie of North Geelong. So Elsie gets a chance now this is where he's most dangerous. His main problem, I suppose, is getting the footy. But once he does it, we all know he's a pretty effective kick at goal. So he's definitely in scoring range, and will kick from just on 50, probably about a 60-degree angle. So he's really going to have to make the ball talk here.
He's on the right side of the ground for it, though.
With the way the wind's going, that is spot on. So Elsie now coming in, starts it right, and that's where it stays. So he probably should have gone the other way. But Elsie kicks it through. Full 40 points behind Belpost Hill, who are currently 10-6-66. We've gone 16 minutes. Second quarter, Victory Trophy scoreboard, Cal.
It's the ball board in. Short to McNamara. He kicks it over the top. Good grab by Symes. Been very impressive today, Symesy. He kicks off the back foot, taken by Alice. Alice moving through the centre of the ground. Gets a kick inside 50. Ball in congestion now. Kicked off the ground by Pyle. Swain gets there first. He tries to take on his man. Couldn't do it. Doesn't
pick it up.
Got to try and pick those up. Couldn't get it. Holzfine gets the ball out, but it's been called for.
Geelong, inside attacking defence. Ben Bryant now goes out wide looking for Bowyer. Affects a spoil from behind. North Geelong turning the footy over once again, and now Brent Gergich has it 50 metres out for Belpost Hill. And kicks it across now to Tim Barton. Once again, here he goes. Once again, Grubby just picking them off. It's almost not too dissimilar to actually watching a game of soccer. They're just sort of just passing it around until they can find that final ball, and that's what's happened.
Very AFL-like, isn't it?
Just
scooting across the 50 until they find someone unmanned.
Yeah, and it's happening far too often. So North Geelong really need to clamp down. So Barton now will have a shot on goal from 50. It's a low flat kick. Probably won't make the distance, but the mark's been taken. Jovanovic.
See, I think that's unacceptable because you've got so many players in the goal square. At least someone should be able to get over and help out as the third man up. This is not good enough.
And it's not as if it's just some fringe player taking the mark. It's Jovanovic. They know they're going to kick to him. They know he's a threat, and with no Matheson on the ground, it's really hurting them. And you'd think that someone would take responsibility, but not the case. So Jovanovic now from 5 metres out on a bit of an angle, but should kick the goal, and he does. So Jovanovic kicks his third goal of the day, his second of the quarter. And that takes
mark over the top here.
Absolutely. So the ball back in the middle of the ground now. Bowyer and Barton go at it. No one can quite get it clear. North Geelong managed to emerge with the football. Kick comes towards Fitzsimmons. Can't take the mark. Jenkins emerges with the footy now at halfback. He kicks across to Fursland, who takes the mark on the wing. And once again, there's numbers all around the footy. But Fursland elects to ignore that. And pretty ordinary looking kick. Swain went to ground probably too easily. Fursland gets a second chance here. He's brought down as soon as he picks up the football. Holzfine now gets the handball off to Gergich, who wheels around the corner looking for Barton, who will take the mark at the half forward. Once again, they haven't made too much ground, but just finding teammates. So Barton's flat looking kick. Mark has been dropped by Troy. He gets the handball off now to Bryant. Wheels around the corner to no one in particular. Foot race on between Parker and Jenkins. Parker did well, and he's kicked it out in the full there by accident. So the umpire now throws it back in. Hit out over the back from Bowyer, only as far as Baird, who gets a quick kick forward. Lewis picks up the football, gives it off now to a Tamani Lima, who kicks looking for Jamie Pyle on the lead. He'll meet it on the bounce, but gets an awkward one, and the fist comes from behind from Friars. Alice now for Belpost Hill has a chance to pick up the football, gets the handball clear. To no one in particular, kick off the ground came from Pyle. No one can quite take the mark. Pressure on once again for North Geelong. Kavka emerges with a footy, little kick off to Gergich, who gives it off now to Jovanovic, who runs in and dribbles an easy goal. Things are getting out of control here.
Umpire balls it up. Barton goes up against Bowyer. Ball down at ground level now. Ball at the bottom of the pack.
The youngster for North Geelong. So the ball back in the middle of the ground now. Bowyer and Barton go at it. Barton gives away the free kick. So Wade Bowyer now with the football in the middle of the ground. Goes long, looking for Briggy. Probably didn't keep his eyes on the football like he should have. And Belpost Hill clear once again now through Tobin. So Tobin kicks to the wing, looking for Lewis, who takes the mark on the wing. Strong grab for a midfielder. Gets back to his feet. Will look to move it on quickly. Kicks off the back foot, Cal, looking for Gergich. Moment.
So the ball thrown in by the umpire. Watts goes up, grabs it out of the ruck. Short handball to his teammate, who tries to get a kick away, ends up getting a handball. Ball kicked backwards, picked up by Heiss. Heiss kicks it forward, marked by Bowyer. Bowyer looking for some runners, doesn't find them. Now spots a man in short, looks like Troy. Troy kicks across the ground, still battling hard. Nearly collected by Tobin. Ball picked up by Fursland. Well, now Fursland's got it. He handballs it across to Alice. Alice kicks it across.
Go forward.
To who's that? I don't know who that is. Overall kicks it to Fries, and Fries turns it over.
So Fries now with the football, moves it on quickly, looks for Armistead. The turnover is on here. They need to move it quickly in North Geelong, and Armistead does just that. Kicks forward, looking for de Blasio, can't quite take the mark. Jenkins picks it up, runs himself in a bit of trouble, but calmly under pressure on his left, finds Fursland at half back. So Fursland now with the football. Numbers starting to get behind play, so Fursland goes to switch across the ground. Don't know who he was looking for. Not enough talk from North Geelong, but it has paid off as Bryant takes the mark in the middle of the ground. He kicks forward, looking for de Blasio. Martin applies the pressure. He'll look for the boundary line, but keeps his feet, Martin, so gives it off now to Alice, who's away. He has a bounce at a half-back. Kicks it back into the middle of the ground, looking for Barton. Almost put too much on it, but Barton takes the mark.
So Barton's got the ball. He kicks it in short. Taken by Overall. Overall kicks long. Inside 50. McPherson just scooting off the side of the pack. Takes a strong mark.
They're just drifting forward at will, really. Yeah. Just going back with the flight and taking uncontested marks. And it's absolutely destroying North Geelong at the moment.
It is. It's poor. McPherson.
Abysmal.
McPherson strolls in. 45 metres out. Oh, no.
Look, another one sitting there.
He might get a 50 here too if he's lucky.
Tobin strolling in. Kicks on the left.
Oh, he's missed that.
And it's a behind.
Ball brought back in by Reynolds.
I didn't say anything. Wasn't there.
Can't quite get it forward. Handball now comes from Moreland. Gives it off now to McPherson, who's brought down from behind.
But whoever said it's right.
Kept knocking it forward. Gets the handball back now to Moreland. Shirks a tackle. On his left from about 45 metres out. Goes to the goal line. Jovanovic knocked without the football. Wheels around on his right foot. And I tell you what, he's kicked one of the better goals of the day there. Matt Jovanovic, and that's number... It's one of those old-fashioned 7-point plays. So the ball back in the middle now. Bowyer gets the hit out down to a teammate. He's doing well on the ruck, but you're right, Grubby. They're getting the clearances, but just can't do anything with it, North Geelong. So Fitzsimmons overruns the footy now. Lima coughs it up pretty easily there. Troy now can pick it up. Mitch Troy kicks forward. Briggy in a one-on-one contest. You'd back him in here, but can't quite take the mark. Parker emerges with it, snaps around the body. And he's missed just to the left as well. So North Geelong now moving to 4 goals. That might be worth a try.
So the ball being brought in by Balbos Hill. Short to Alice. Just looking for some options. Kicks in short to an unmanned player in Baird. Baird kicks long down the wing. Drops by Baseley. Ball at ground level. Picked up there by Schwennerson. Ball kicked off the ground. De Blasio couldn't get it. He was taken out of it, and it was a free kick for De Blasio.
So North Geelong have a chance here. They'd love a goal. They'd love a couple of goals going into the main break here if they can get them. So the kick now from De Blasio right to the hot spot. Look for Briggy. He can't quite take the mark, but the ball's found Mitch Troy in the goal square. And he's run in and kicked a goal. Scratch.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have had to make it up.
Getting phone calls more than calling.
So the ball back in the middle now. Bowyer and Symes go to Bowyer once again gets the hit out, but only as far as Baird, who kicks it forward. Looking for a team out there in Kavka who can't quite take the mark. Ball now in the hands of Schwennerson. So Brent Schwennerson gives it off to Bryant. Has a bounce. He's run himself into trouble there and he's gone.
That's holding the ball.
Where's the awareness there? So basically, gets about his third free kick for the day from holding the ball. So he's laying some strong forward-line tackles and finds Jovanovic on the lead. Too easy for Balpost Hill at the moment. So Jovanovic now, he takes the big glove off, I think. He does the big cue stick style glove off when he goes for the shot on goal. We're going to be right behind this one here. So he's going to kick from about 50 metres out. you'd back him in from here the way he's kicking goals at the moment. So Jovanovic now comes in, gets too close to the man on the mark and tugs it left. So that takes Bellpost Hill now to 13-8-86. They lead North Geelong, who are 5 goals, 33. We've gone 28 minutes. Second quarter, Victory Trophy scoreboard.
So Reynolds brings it in. Looking for his
Well
North
done,
Geelong
Basely.
teammate. Couldn't take the mark. Holzborn picks it up. He kicks it in short. And a good punch.
He kicks goals, but he just does all those 1%ers, which you just love to see. So the ball thrown back in now. Free kick has been spotted.
Well, I reckon it was a free kick.
And it's going the way of North Geelong, so it doesn't matter as the siren sounds to end the second quarter, which we'll see Bellpost still in an absolutely commanding position. They are 13 goals, 8-86, currently leading North Geelong, who are 5 goals, 3-33. Massive lead for the Panthers at the moment, and North Geelong really struggling. So goal kickers